Sports.
Southern California has... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And right, they can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Goff got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chargers going to signal to their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, you're set. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Offside. Defense.
No!
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
From the 22, Goff, connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game, Case in point right there.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now it's gone. That's once again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was Well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.